The thousands of documents released by congressional Democrats paint the most detailed picture to date of former President Trump's finances over a 6-year period, including his time in the Oval Office. For more, I am joined now by Stephen Rosenthal, a senior fellow at the Urban-Brookings Tax Policy Center. It's good to have you with us. So you had the better part of the day to really pore over these documents. Did you find a smoking gun?
Well, what we found was very few taxes that Trump paid for the 6 years, 2015 to 2020, that the Ways and Means Committee investigated. Zero in 2020, $750 in the first 3 years, a modest amount of taxes in 2018 and 2019 that he may yet get back. And the surprising thing to me was how low these taxes were.
Oh, Stephen, so isn't that surprising, really? You say that you were surprised, but the committee finding that he only paid $750 in federal taxes in 2016 and 2017, nothing in 2020. For other business people, that's a carry forward of losses. As you heard the former president say, it's showing that he was a savvy business person. Is that the case?
No, I don't think it shows that he was a savvy business person. Mr. Trump reported business losses between $8 and $16 million a year for the 2015 through 2020 period. And so he reported income on his personal tax returns for a couple of years because he had a large amount of capital gains and interest income. But his businesses lost money every single year. And if you go back to the 2000s and the 1990s, Trump racked up $916 million of losses in 1995 and reportedly $700 million of losses in 2009. So Mr. Trump has lost tens and hundreds of millions of dollars in his businesses year after year. And some of those losses continue to carry forward through 2015, 2016, 17, and 18, and shelter Mr. Trump's income. So effectively, Mr. Trump pays virtually no income taxes for decades.
Well, the former president says he accuses Democrats of playing politics, but the nonpartisan committee on taxation found several red flags in his returns related specifically to those carryover losses and deductions tied to donations. Explain for our viewers what those are and what the issues are that they found.
Sure. I used to work for the nonpartisan Joint Committee on Taxation, Congress's technical expert, and these are technical issues. Our tax system allows taxpayers to only pay taxes on income, and that's receipts ahead of expenses. But when expenses and losses exceed receipt, then there's a loss and no taxes are due. And in fact, we allow carry forward of losses to the next year to shelter future income. And the Joint Committee on Taxation questioned the large losses, $105 million of losses that were brought into 2015, carried forward into 2016, 17, and 18. Those losses, which could shelter income, exceeded the annual losses of $8 to $16 million of taxes. And so that's a big deal. We don't know why Trump was allowed to report the $700 million and claim the $700 million of losses. That's still being argued. And then charitable contributions, that's another big issue. In 2015, Trump claimed a conservation easement deduction of something like $26 million for giving away the right to develop property in New York that he'd already been prevented from developing. The year before, he had claimed another large $20+ million conservation contribution deduction for Los Angeles for a golf course, giving away the right to develop that property, cliffs that couldn't be built upon. So there's some real questions whether what Mr. Trump labeled as charitable or even a contribution was in fact so. And those are now being looked at by the IRS.
All right. Stephen Rosenthal, thank you.